This is number 3 on our list. The Scythians, horse archers, who terrified empires and left tombs filled with gold. For centuries, the Scythians roamed the vast grasslands of Eurasia, from the Black Sea to the steppes of Central Asia. They had no cities, no stone palaces, no monumental temples. Instead, they lived on horseback, moving with their herds, carrying their homes as tents, and building their power through speed, skill, and fear. To the empires that bordered their lands, Persia, Greece, and later Rome, the Scythians were both a nightmare and a fascination. The core of Scythian life was the horse. They were among the earliest peoples to master mounted warfare, turning the steppe into a battlefield where no army could match their mobility. Their warriors carried short, powerful bows, perfect for firing arrows at full gallop. They could ride close to an enemy, unleash a volley, and retreat before heavy infantry could respond. To settled empires, this was maddening. An enemy that struck quickly, melted into the horizon, and returned without warning. Greek writers described them as fierce and untamable, warriors who seemed to appear out of nowhere. Yet, the Scythians were not just raiders. They built a culture around their nomadic life, with art and traditions that reflected both beauty and brutality. They drank fermented mare's milk, smoked hemp in ritual ceremonies, and celebrated warrior prowess. Herodotus, the Greek historian, described their customs in detail, including rituals of war, burial, and feasting. Some of his accounts were exaggerated, but archaeology has confirmed many aspects of Scythian life. What has truly brought the Scythians back into history are their tombs. Buried beneath great earthen mounds called kurgans, Scythian nobles were interred with their treasures, weapons, horses, and even attendants. In the frozen soils of Siberia and the Altai Mountains, some of these tombs have been preserved for millennia. When excavated, they reveal astonishing artifacts: finely worked gold jewelry, ornate weaponry, embroidered clothing, and even tattooed bodies. The goldwork in particular is stunning, intricate plaques showing animals in combat, stags in flight, and mythical beasts. These treasures prove that a nomadic people, often dismissed as barbarians, had a rich and complex artistic tradition. The Scythians also influenced their neighbors in subtle ways. Greek art from colonies along the Black Sea often depicts Scythian warriors, reflecting both fear and admiration. Persian kings fought long campaigns to subdue them, but rarely succeeded. Even Alexander the Great, who conquered vast empires, struggled against the nomads of the steppe. Their style of warfare, hit-and-run raids, horse archery, mobility, would echo through history. Later adopted by the Huns, the Mongols, and countless steppe peoples who followed. Life for the Scythians was harsh, but it was also organized. Tribal leaders held authority, and alliances formed and broke as needed. They lived in felt tents, moved with the seasons, and relied on herding horses, cattle, and sheep. Their world was defined by the endless horizon of the steppe, where survival depended on both toughness and cooperation. By the 3rd century BCE, the Scythians' power began to wane. Other nomadic groups, like the Sarmatians, rose to challenge them. Their territories shrank, and many Scythians were absorbed into neighboring cultures. By the early century CE, the name Scythian faded, though echoes of their traditions lived on in the steppe peoples that followed. What remained were the burial mounds scattered across the grasslands, hiding the treasures of a vanished world. Today, those frozen tombs speak louder than ancient writers ever could. The gold ornaments, preserved textiles, and mummified remains reveal a people of wealth, artistry, and ferocity. Their bows and horses made them feared. Their treasures and traditions made them unforgettable. The Scythians remind us that civilization doesn't always mean cities and stone monuments. For them, it was mobility, adaptability, and identity carried across the steppe. They lived fast, fought hard, and left behind riches that still dazzle us today. From the icy tombs of the Scythians, we move on to rank number 2, where another forgotten civilization awaits, one that pushed the boundaries of empire in remarkable ways.